Hey guys, what's going on? This is Ewan Swan and this is episode 2 of setting up your Amazon Seller Central account. Let's get started. Before we get started guys, there's actually a part 1 for this Amazon Seller Central account setup, and that's included in the link in the description below. So if you haven't seen that yet, go back and watch that video first before you start on this video. But without further ado, let's get into part 2 of setting up your Amazon Seller Central account. I'm going to jump into my laptop again just so you guys can follow along. So let's get started.
So you may have noticed these different tabs that are listed up here. And I'm actually going to go and dive into these tabs just to give you guys a more deeper look into the Amazon Seller Central dashboard. So this first tab, Catalog, you don't really need to worry about this at all. This is just an extra tab that Amazon has to add products, but you actually can go to the Inventory tab and add a product under this tab as well. And this is generally what I do when I'm adding a new product. You can use Catalog and add products as well. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, it's going to end up taking you to the exact same screen. So you can go ahead and add a product here, and then they will take you to this screen, and then you can list a new product. You can search your product's name that you found from doing the product research, which I'm going to make another video about in the future. But you can search for your new product and then it will bring up a similar product, or if there's no listing whatsoever, you can actually go ahead and create a new product listing here, which is generally what you're going to want to do if you found a new product that isn't being sold on Amazon, like I said. So that is a subject for another video, so I'm just going to continue for the purpose of this video. So under Inventory as well, there is Manage Inventory, so you can go ahead and click on that. And then this basically shows you all the different products that you currently have selling on Amazon, as well as the availability of those, the amount reserved, the Amazon fee preview, the price that you have set for your product, and the lowest price on the market right now. So you guys can't see these right now. I'll just show these, I guess, but these are going to be blurred out so that you guys can't steal my product, obviously. So the availability again, so that's how many are available on the market, how many that customers can buy up to. The reserved is generally, this is the amount held within the Amazon network. So if, for example, one Amazon fulfillment warehouse is seeing a lot more demand, they're going to try and push some of your inventory to that warehouse. So that's going to be reserved for the time being. And then as those products get to that warehouse, this number will start to go down to 0, and then your availability number will go up again. The fee preview, basically this is a combined fee. So what Amazon is going to charge for each unit of your product to store in the Amazon warehouse, as well as the referral fee, which is generally a flat $3 fee. And that's basically for you hosting your product on Amazon's site, because they have such a large internet dominance. They can charge a $3 fee basically for referring a customer to you, so to speak. And then on top of that, there is a small FBA fee. So that's to pay everyone working in the fulfillment centers for actually fulfilling your product instead of you fulfilling it yourself. The price is what you're going to actually sell the product for. And then this number right down here is going to be your shipping price, like it says here. And if you do have Amazon FBA, you most likely will only be charging $0, because Amazon FBA is free shipping with Prime. So if you're a customer and you have Prime, you're more than likely getting a product from an Amazon FBA warehouse. So lowest price, so this is basically just the lowest price for my product right now, because I'm actually running a sale on this product. So if you, for example, have a hijacker who is someone who basically comes onto your product listing and then says, okay, I have the exact same product as this person, so I'm going to charge a lower price than them, and then I will be able to actually have the buy box. So if someone has a lower price than you, even though you're selling the product, you've created the listing, they will actually get the sale from the customer because their price is lower. That's just how Amazon works. But for the purpose of what we're doing here, we're doing private labeling, which is basically taking a product and then putting your own brand on it and then selling it on Amazon FBA. So if you do end up going through with private labeling and selling on Amazon FBA, because you have a brand on your product, that is a unique product. So you actually can file a cease and desist letter and then send that to them. Generally speaking, people who are hijackers who come onto your listing, if you are private labeling or from China, they're just suppliers who are looking to get rid of a bunch of products and make a quick buck. So you can send them a cease and desist letter, and then they will generally get scared away and then take down their product listing. But in some cases, you actually have to go further. If they say, okay, yeah, we're not going to take it down, you can try and fight us on this, you'll actually have to order their product as well as actually have one of your a unit of your product on hand, and then take multiple pictures, compare them, and then send that into Amazon. I can make a video about that in the future if you guys would be interested. I actually haven't, fortunately, had to go through that process yet, but I can make a video on that if that's something that makes you guys weary. So yeah, that pretty much covers it for this manage inventory page. So just looking at the inventory tab again, there's a bunch of these different sub tabs in here right now, but the two main ones that you really only need to focus on right now are the manage inventory and then the add a product sub tab. This pricing tab right here, this is something that you don't really need to worry about unless you're doing retail arbitrage. I mean, you can go in here and start looking at different like pricing and how the different pricing has affected the amount of sales that you've got. So it can be utilized for that if you really want to go that far in depth with pricing. But generally, when you're pricing a product, you just want to look at, okay, what are my competitors selling at? And then what do I really feel that this product is actually worth? And of course, you have to be really realistic about this. You can't say, oh, just because this is my product, I personally think it's going to be worth $5 more than the competition. Because if you think like that, then you're probably not going to make any sales. But at the same time, you have to think like a consumer. So say, for example, you're selling your product for $15.99 and it looks like it's a product that could potentially be worth $20, then maybe the customer is going to be thinking, okay, if the seller is selling it for $15.99, it probably is a lower quality, even though he's telling me that this product is high quality. So just thinking about that pricing psychology when you're actually pricing your different products. For this tab, orders right here, you can just go in here and then go to manage orders. And then this is basically just going to give you different orders that have been placed from different buyers over the course of, so you can change like the amount of days here as well, and it goes all the way back to the last 365 days, and then you can customize for exact dates as well. So you can just go through that and then click on a sample order, and then that will just take you in to a different page. In fact, I'll do that right now. And this is just going to give you order details. So this page is going to be blanked out right here, just so you don't see any of the customer's information. But it's going to give you all the different details that you need if it's a specific order that you need more information on for whatever reason. So moving on to the advertising tab, the three main sub-tabs that I want to focus on right here are Campaign Manager, Lightning Deals, and Promotions. These other ones, Coupons, Early Reviewer Program, and Enhanced Brand Content, are not something you really need to worry about as you're starting out. Enhanced Brand Content and Early Reviewer Program, these are only really available for bigger brands who actually have a real presence. So like Nike, for example, they would use this, but you as a individual seller on Amazon probably aren't really going to be able to use these unless you get to a point where you're big enough, and then you can request that Amazon give you access to these two platforms right here. But just for the purpose of this video, I'm going to go into the Campaign Manager right here. So this page basically gives you a rundown of the different pay-per-click campaigns that you're running. So just to give you an understanding of what pay-per-click advertising is it's Amazon's own advertising platform for Amazon specifically. So when a customer is searching in the search bar of Amazon for a specific product, and say for example that your product is a bike tire, for example, if a customer is going to be typing in bike tire, you basically want to be bidding on different keywords that are associated with bike tire, or you want your keyword to be bike tire specifically. So there are going to be other competitors that are going to be bidding on that keyword as well. So whoever has the highest bid on that keyword wins, and then their product is going to show up at the start of the search results after that customer types in bike tire. So just to give you guys a quick example, going into my campaign right here, you have all your sponsored product campaigns, and then within a specific product campaign you're going to have an ad group. So what an ad group is just a group of different keywords that you're targeting for. And an ad group can be a manually targeted group or a automatically targeted group. A manually targeted group is a group of keywords that you've specifically picked that you want to target against, and an automatically targeted group is one that Amazon basically looks at your product as well as a few keywords that you give it initially, and then basically runs the campaign by itself and suggests different keywords that match to those initial keywords that you give it. So just going into this manually targeted one right here, you can see this is a specific ad for this product right here, and this again is blanked out so you guys can't see it obviously. So just going into the keywords right here, you can see all the different keywords basically that I've said, okay, yeah, if someone types in one of these keywords, then I want my product to show up, and then the match type. So this basically, if the keyword match types allow you to fine-tune which customer search queries can trigger your ads, you can choose from broad phrase and exact match types. So a broad phrase is basically, okay, I am going to have this keyword, and it's going to be broad. So if someone searches something similar to it, mine might show up, but this keyword searching strategy is not the most effective one as you're beginning to build up your campaign. This is one that you want to use maybe in the beginning, but as you're starting to get your campaign up and running and you're starting to understand what the right keywords are to target against, you're going to want to go to phrase or exact match types, and I'll make another full in-depth video about Amazon pay-per-click advertising just to further explain this whole advertising platform here. But just moving on to the different sub-tabs within advertising, we're going to go to promotions next. So this page right here basically gives you 4 different promotions that you can actually run for your specific product. You could offer external benefits in the past, but the feature, as you can see, is no longer available because Amazon has decided it's a promotion strategy basically that I guess isn't working well for them or isn't working well for sellers. I never really used this, so I'm not 100% sure. But you have all these different promotions right here. I'll just go ahead and open them quickly. So free shipping. So if you aren't a Amazon FBA seller, which if you aren't, then you shouldn't be watching this video anymore, probably, if it's not interesting. So if you are a retail arbitrage seller, you can actually have this free shipping option right here. And that's basically just gonna, like, on your product listing, show where it says shipping options, that you're offering free shipping. And that's probably gonna actually have a better ROI than actually having a shipping amount on there if you're doing retail arbitrage. So this percentage off right here, so this is basically like giving your customer a discount on your product, and you can run this for a certain amount of time. So say for example you want to run a discount for a week for 20% off your product. You can go in here and then create a promotion for 20% off your product. And I'm not going to go into depth on each of these different ones right here. I'll just make a different video about that in the future. But you can also buy one get one free, for example, as well. So for a limited time, like a week, again, you can set this up and say, okay, if a customer buys one, I'm going to give them another one for free. Or you can say, okay, if they buy one, I'm going to give them one for 10% off or 20% off or whatever you want to set it up to be. And then this new one right here, which Amazon has just recently released as a promotion with that, which I think is a great idea to spark buzz around your product, is a giveaway. So when you first launch your product, it's actually really hard to rank for your product. So if someone is searching for your product, they may not find it within the first week unless you have a really good pay-per-click campaign and your listing is really, really well done. So you can give away however many units of your product that you want in order to start basically making sales, so to speak. Now, those sales won't be sales that really mean anything. They'll just be sales that Amazon can use in their algorithm to see, okay, this product listing is actually generating interest within the customer base that Amazon has, so they're going to start ranking that product listing higher. And then as you get to a point where you're like, okay, I've given away enough product, I'm at a position in my product ranking that I'm comfortable with, and I can just start using pay-per-click advertising, you can start to cut that giveaway off. So that pretty much covers it for these different promotions right here. Again, I'll go more in depth about these three different main promotion strategies in another video. But just moving on to these last couple of tabs right here. This storefront tab right here, this is for bigger brands, so you don't really need to worry about this. The reports tab, this basically will show you the different payments that you've had over the past couple of months, years, what have you. Amazon Selling Coach, so that's just, again, like that tab at the beginning of the video that I was talking about, where it's going to give you different like ads or different programs that you can sign up for in order to become a better Amazon seller. But I'm basically giving you all this information for free, and you're probably going to have to pay for this anyway, so why wouldn't you just watch my video instead? So business reports right here, if you just click on this, this is just going to give you, basically it's going to take you back to like your sales snapshot right here again, which, like I said at the beginning of the video, you can just access that from the main page if you go to the sales tab, as well as just different fulfillment reports as well, advertising reports, return reports, and then your tax document library. So now this is something that's actually pretty important. So since you are basically a business, you will actually have to register as an LLC, and you can do that through multiple different websites online. And then you will actually have to file a tax report depending on what state you're in every so often, as well as at the end of the year. So you can actually generate a tax report whenever you need to do that. Again, I can't offer any tax advice because I'm not a registered tax agent. So I would either consult your CPA or tax accountant or what have you to try and understand what exactly you need to do on a yearly or monthly or quarterly basis in order to stay in line with the state and federal government. So this performance tab right here is just gonna basically tell you how you're doing as a seller. So your account health, your seller feedback, different claims that have been filed. Generally speaking, you won't have to really worry about any of these. The feedback is the only one right here that I would really worry about, just so you can stay on top of what people are saying about you. But just moving on to the last tab, B2B right here. So this is really only offered to seller accounts that actually start showing that they're generating a lot of sales on a consistent basis. So a business other than you will start buying your products from you if they want to resell them somewhere else, and that can't be on Amazon because you actually have your own private label product, like I was saying earlier. So if they try and list it on Amazon, you can actually send them a cease and desist letter because they're basically pretending to be your brand, so to speak, and then making money off of that, which is illegal. So just going back to the main seller dashboard one last time, that pretty much covers it, guys, for the Amazon Seller Central dashboard and everything that you need to know with it. I hope this walkthrough was really insightful. If there's ever any more updates that are made to this dashboard, I will make another video on it, but that about covers it for this video. Thanks, guys.
So that pretty much covers it for setting up your Amazon Seller Central account and understanding all the different things that you can access and see within your Seller Central account. But apart from that, I'm going to start publishing more videos on Amazon FBA just in general, doing different product research to actually find the product that you're going to sell. And then eventually, like I said in the previous video, I'm going to start making videos on Shopify and letting you guys know what I'm doing with Shopify and the different tests that I'm running right now in order to actually make that Shopify store successful. But if you'd like to leave a comment, like this video, and subscribe, that'd be great. Hit that notification bell as well, and then you'll start to receive more content from me on a daily or weekly basis. But yeah, apart from that, see you in the next one, guys. Thanks. Bye.